What's up, guys? My name is Mad Squash 924. Welcome back to another episode of Kona 2 Brume Part 3, where we are here in Hamilton's estate in the basement and dark dank place. Yeah. It's great. We have to replace our battery, I guess. I think our battery is pretty low. I don't know what determines what our battery currently is at. Is there a way to know, frankly? But we can fix our battery at any time, it says. Anyway, we gotta be down here, which is... yeah. Just great. And, it's kind of fucking spooky down here, you know?
Steam made it impossible to get to the staircase. There had to be another way.
Oh, okay, we did have to replace the battery. The battery was actually low. Okay. So when we actually have to replace the battery, damn, then I guess it'll tell us. Good to know. We can go that way. Let's move along. You know, the horror aspirations of this game are already more intense than the previous game. The pressure is at its maximum. Isn't that what we not want? Cannot be rotated. Another gun? I don't like that. Seems stuck between the first and second floor. I guess we can use that sluice to come back up. Oh, hello.
The whistle slowly dying down like a kettle going meant only one thing for Carl. Mission accomplished.
Good. Except the visions are back. Oh, shit.
This wolf had a strange appearance, larger than average, and these blue eyes, that icy stare. Carl felt an instinctive terror rise in him.
It's not good. First aid. Cannot be opened. I don't like that I have to pull out my gun. I mean, I had 30 or so rounds. But damn, this is a bit nerve-wracking. Pull out the hatchet again. If there was normal wolves in here, I probably wouldn't have shot. Oh good, that leads back upstairs. What's over in here? Why? Key required. We don't have the right key. Good to know. Okay. Hello. Alright, let's go back upstairs. Excuse me? Well, time to pull this out. Let's see, another strange feeling, another beast, a type of wolf, but whitish and almost ghostly. I had to defend myself, but it suddenly disappeared, or am I going crazy? Obviously, I'm not the only one have to come across the beasts, but this poor dead woman wasn't as lucky as I was. Looks recent.
Man is wolf to man, said the philosopher. Seeing the state of this poor woman, one could only imagine such fury, which would explain the barricades and the fright that Carl could sense in the chaos of the place.
Emily
What
LeBron.
happened here was not caused by a man.
She was born in 71. July 9th of 1969. We have a new resident at the manor. Jules is his name. An employee of the mine. He is very courteous and not very talkative. He avoids our gaze when we talk to him. His room is unusually clean. This morning I went in to change his sheets, and his bed looked as if it had not been disturbed since last week. It is still made exactly the way I had made it. I didn't see a trace of laundry, clean or dirty. He doesn't even have a suitcase. Does he sleep here? Where does he hide at night? I put Charles in the case. He's good at spying. August 18th of 1969. Hamilton is coughing more and more. I caught him hiding a handkerchief full of blood in his pocket the other day at a meeting with some businessmen. I tried to bring tea and was practically chased out of the room. November 2nd of 1969. Last night, I couldn't resist and kept an eye on Hamilton. He's so skinny. I worry about him. As I approached his room, I heard Jules. I didn't understand what they were saying, but it's an odd time for meeting. Charles' investigation was unsuccessful, by the way. We still don't know what Jules is doing at the manor. Jules' presence at the manor is almost invisible. He is working with Mr. Hamilton on something, but I don't know what. I don't like not knowing. It makes me anxious. September of 1970. I was awakened this morning by the sound of broken glass from the living room. It was work of some vandals. The window was completely broken. They even left graffiti on the garage. Mr. Hamilton was furious. It's the first time in months that I've seen any vigor coming from him, seeing as he would hire a detective to find the people responsible. I see. What the shit? Where am I? I mean, I know I'm in his house. Right? But okay, I recognize this room. Finally a room I recognize. And then we still don't have the key for that. Okay. I don't recognize this room. I don't remember this being open before. Can't have the key to this room now. Oh, okay. This is where I wanted to be before. Canadian coin? The hell am I gonna do with that? Oh, nice. Seems we can now save at any point here, which is good. This flashlight's dying already? I haven't used the battery that long. Ah, this is where I fell. Okay.
Carl couldn't put his memories in order. But there was a more pressing issue. The decaying mansion had collapsed on top of him, trapping him in the basement.
Yep, you sure are right about that. Alright, let's go in this room. Oh, this is a nice place. Oh, okay, good. I know where that is. Good shortcut. I kind of like that this is more focused around this like house so far than the open world the exploration of the open world like the first game, because they kind of had you exploring some smaller houses, which is fine. I don't mind that in the first game. However, okay, we do have to go back this way, it looks like. We'll have to go in there again. I want to see what else is around. Oh. Hello. But I like the more, I don't know, the more in-depth of this house more. Just being in this house is very Resident Evil 1 with the Spencer Mansion, you know? It has that kind of tone to it. So this is all new, but we can go back in the other area where we saw like the vision. And where we saw that vision, we have actually been before, so oops, wrong way. I kind of want to see what that vision is real quick. If there's a new vision or not. Maybe I shouldn't have gone this way. What's new here? Why is everything all vision-y? The vision's gone. I guess it was symbolizing there was going to be an enemy? Suppose. What else is in this place? Let's just go. At the front door? I believe it is. Let's check. Yeah, this should lead outside. Through this door. Yep. Okay, and that leads back here. Good. Oh, another mop. Another broom to remove. Okay, this is where we entered the main house. And then, yeah, that makes sense, because then this is here. Let's change back to the axe. There's so many options where we can choose to go from here. Let's see here. From the staircase, let's start hugging this left side. Seeing what there is to find. Another coin. Don't know what the purpose of the coins is yet. My ammunition. That is pretty nice. Of 2 different types of bullets. Did you notice that? Because I did. The door is stuck in ice. It was forced open. Hence why all the snow is in here. Crazy. Alright, let's check out this door. Lock from the other side. Good to know. Okay, let's check this next door on the left. Because I'm trying to do it systematically.
Carl again felt an unpleasant sensation of energy, as if his entire being was bubbling on a molecular level.
Well, we don't have the key to it, but we're gonna have to go there. Okay, that goes to there. Well, we'll explore it. Another dead guy.
From the sound of it, whatever had just fallen was monumental in size. Carl Faubert was on edge.
Hence why I pulled my gun out. Also, last time we saw this weird vision shit, this weird lines of echo crap, there was a wolf. Now I'm on edge about wolves. Alright, I'll go back in here. I wonder if we can kill those wolves with a hatchet. Damn, that's a strong vase. Hold on. On my camera. Okay, I found another victim of freezing and terror, possibly one of the servants. Yeah, that would make some sense, wouldn't it? And this leads back in the main hall. Part of the manor's second floor is covered with ice of unknown origin. Or unknown ice? Son of a bitch. Bit of an auto aim I noticed with that. I'm okay with that considering the fact that all these bullets kind of have to count. A man! I couldn't help it, the music was saying it. Yeah, that's not precarious at all. Spare parts. I don't like how much we're using this flashlight. Kind of have to. I don't recognize this area.
In this boudoir's former glory, you would have seen Lady Hamilton's refinement in every inch of the tapestry.
This is the room we need.
Only a shadow of what it once was.
Rachel Esther's diary. May of 1951. Writing seems to be the only thing to do here. I'm disinterested about everything. The beauty of the first instance do not impress me anymore. I only feel the rigid condition of the place making its way deeper and deeper into my bones. William is trying hard for me to forgive him for locking me up in this desert. The workers of the manor just finished the new Pearl of the House, a projection room where the best images of me are displayed. Movies scrolled down along with my best angles and best lines. William ignores that to be confronted by these bright eyes of mine only reminds me that I became a sad shadow of myself. I wonder why this huge room. To see the great actress I once was. For him to enjoy what's left of my image. To forget I'm cooling down in this icy castle. He wants me to feel guilty for all of this sadness I have. So he uses her. He thinks I am unaware of what he does. That from the perfume he carries on himself when he returns home. I don't know about the way their body dance behind my back. Henry is worried about his little mom. About how I get stuck for days staring at the emptiness. For him, I will have to put up with all this a little bit more. For him, I will hold all my disappointment back. For him, I will remain silent. For him, I will stop cultivating this anger I feel toward this mine and silence of the north, far from the honking cars of Chicago, of the workers shouting in the streets, of the crowd screaming in my name. I think a lot about my mother these days and how she would be disappointed to the fire of a star like me being put out by such a snowy sky. My fingers are sore from all the work. I'm not fast enough. I'm afraid the costumes for the Lights of Our Past will not be ready on time, or that they will not be majestic enough. Might need to ask Emily to take me to Henryville in order to get better fabrics. This project is all I am left. The beauty of these costumes will determine who I am. William is very stressed as well. An employee came to deliver a report, and never once did the boss lay his eyes on the worker. What could it be? The usually overbearing William seemed shook in front of his subordinate. Man, sometimes it's hard to read these words. Sometimes, like, some of the sentences are displayed in a way where it's kind of hard to read. Like, it's almost old-timey, I guess. I don't know. There was blood in William's chamber pot this morning. I discussed it with him over lunch and asked if he was feeling all right. I noticed how agitated he was all night long. His whole body shakes when he coughs, scratching his throat. Enough to make him bleed. I'm trying to adjust this headset. Give me a second. Because it's a little A little noisy. Should be a little bit better. When I saw his chamber pot, I could not help slightly smiling. I immediately regretted this smile. I felt ashamed. Will my nightmare ever end? September of 1954. A project for Emily is moving along really well. I might even finish it before Christmas. She is so sweet, and I am grateful to count on her through this rough patch. I am so pleased that she is teaching Henry French. His schoolmates can finally understand him, and not just those ugly snobs who were brought here by their engineer fathers. I'm relieved. If William knew that his son, a member of the highest society, was hearing that worker's dirty tongue, I can only imagine how mad he would get. February of 1955. I live for Henry. His talent with words fulfills me. He knows how to create sentences the way I knew how to use my body to dance. His poetic mind will one day describe beautiful universes. I will give Emily some names of people I know in New York. When the time comes, his talent will be discovered. I hope nothing comes between him and his dreams. I hope he doesn't make the same mistakes as his mother. April of 1955, I suffer from my own reflection in the windows, of the empty sounds of my steps in this bedroom, of my own voice when I'm talking to myself. I get nauseous looking at the snowy piling up on the base of the mountain. I feel so sad and alone. October of 1956. There is nothing good left of an old and withered actress like me, except for others who remember what it looks like to lose everything. I destroyed the projection screen yesterday. William was so furious. I thought he was going to tear down the whole mansion apart. Henry ignores me. I am not even a mother anymore. I wish I could give him all the love I have left. The energy that keeps me alive, it will only come from him, my anchor. But Henry is not there to keep his old mother safe anymore. February of 1957. Henry, I love you. Henry, you are my everything. Never would I leave you if I wasn't that we already lost each other. Be careful, my little boy. Life is malicious. Always trying to eat every little bit of your soul. Yours will be great and beautiful. Keep fighting. August 1959. Ellipses. This is her then. Emma Rock was her name. No, Rachel Esther. Sorry. Rachel Esther's not even the last one. Oh, there she is. Right there. So she starred in all these then. That's cool. And now, imagine she's dead. Oh, that's different. Oh, we're up here. Okay. Another coin. What is the purpose of these damn coins? It doesn't even I can't even find the coins in the inventory. It's weird. There's a door here. Okay. Where does this go? I can't believe how big this manor is. It's quite massive. More ammo? That can't be good. Diary of Emily LeBron, Tome 3. I woke this morning to sound of movers emptying Rachel's private boudoir of all its furniture. The room is now used as a storage area. This is the first thing Mr. Hamilton has done that has even minimally concerned his wife since she left. I wondered if it wasn't prompted by that letter he got from his son. Henry wrote to me as well. He finally found out about Rachel's sad ending. What a great gift for the new year. I received a package this morning from Quebec City. It was a copy of Henry's novel, his very first novel, written in French, and inside the most beautiful gift I have ever received. The book was dedicated to me. I cried over it. I am already on this third chapter. This boy is like his late mother. Mother. He is an artist. This morning, Mr. Hamilton spilled his coffee on some important papers and asked me to do what I could to save them. The The papers meant nothing to me, and God knows I am not a nosy person, but a surge of curiosity led me to look at them anyway. One of them was a bank transfer slip to Mr. Hamilton's personal account. When I saw the amount, I almost screamed. I knew Mr. Hamilton was wealthy, I just had no idea how much. Interestingly, this money came from a foreign account. It was a branch in an Eastern European country. Mr. Hamilton is looking thin and pale. He is working too hard for my taste. He is neglecting his health. I am worried about him. Some gentlemen in jackets came to the house today and tried to ask us about Mr. Hamilton. They were asking about his financial situation. They spoke to me in a very unpleasant tone. I stayed vague. So you did. Oh, there's another door? Oh, that goes to here. Okay, we circle back. Okay. What's this way? Oh, okay. Well, we can go in here now. Let's find out. I do not trust it. At all.
Just a few days of renovation work, and you'll finally have your very own projection room, my dear. Aren't you going to say anything?
There's nothing to say.
Whatever do you mean?
That room, it's not for me. Nothing has ever been.
Calm down, don't speak nonsense. You know.
You think the Wendigo is his wife?
As much as you love Cynthia,
Who?
I know about her, William. And I'm too weary to care. About anything.
You're off your rocker. There is no Cynthia.
Never mind. It doesn't matter.
The Canyon of the Copper Heart. Well, she was pissed from the way that sounds, but we kind of assume that from the journal entry. We turning this off? No. Yeah, I don't trust this room. Considering the wolves can really pop up from any direction.
Hearing the screeching sound of the elevator, Carl imagined a metal animal trapped in a snare. There had to be a way to release it.
What are you talking about? When'd that get there? Box of typewriter keys? What? Go get it. Or don't. Whatever. What's happening? What is this? Heavy object. Oh, I see. This isn't creepy at all.
Carl stood still at the commotion. It must have been the service elevator suddenly coming unstuck.
What happens if I hit the button now? Nothing, huh? I guess we gotta go find our way back towards the basement. Where that sluice is. We unlock this? Okay, that leads back to here. Good. So many of these damn doors. What is this? I don't recognize this area at all. Look up here. 3 shots. Weird. Oh, we're like up at the roof now. Oh, this is cool. Whoa, we're like in the attic area? This is dope. I want to see what the other area is real quick. That you can keep going up real quick. Yeah, right here. Oh my goodness, it goes up and up and up. How tall is this building? Wow, they're still building more to go up? That's insane. Okay, let's take a look down here since we are down there. It's crazy. What's in here? Had a feeling.
It had the shape of a wolf, but Carl Faubert knew instinctively that it was not a wolf. That gaze that never left him, that icy blue gaze, was not that of an animal.
That was the Wendigo. I see the door, yes. I'm just seeing what else is here. Oh, yeah, you just have a Ouija board. That's not cool. First aid. Thankfully, we have yet to need any of those. To be fair, that's how it was in the first game, too. We didn't really need any of them, and then the Wendigo showed up, and then we got insta-killed. Hamilton's son's belongings. You know, missed opportunity to put a jump scare here. You really could have. Anything else? There you go, like a little rat. Little rat's like a bad method. Let's follow the rat. What? A snow globe. And it's of his mansion. That's kind of cool. You know, I didn't check that red door, but it doesn't seem like it's gonna go anywhere. If I was to surmise a guess. Hello. Good thing it came back anyway. There was stuff. What's in here? Yeah, that's nice. Another body. That's evidence, baby. I found a dead man in the attic, like the butler of the manor. He can no longer run away.
It was always harder when you could put a name to them. Carl deduced that this poor man must be Charles, Hamilton's servant.
Damn. Why is he in the room full of mannequins? Not creepy at all. Diary of Emily Lebrun. A terrible headache kept me awake most of the night. To my surprise, I wasn't the only one. The light remained on Mr. Hamilton's room until the early hours of the morning. I also caught a glow from the top of the tower. Someone had been there for several hours. Is it Charles? What on earth will he be doing here? There. Mr. Hamilton seems to have changed for some time. The energetic, authoritative man he once was turned into a preoccupied, nervous, self-effacing man. A servant. A newbie. A big, awkward man named Bernard ran into him this morning, around breakfast time, and spilled something on his robe. We expected a most terrible tantrum, but Mr. Hamilton seems to have hardly noticed. He has lost weight, and he looks frail. We all see it. It was our national holiday today, and he came to celebrate with us. He's such a good boy. It was good to see him so happy, dancing like a madman to the reels that Joseph played on his fiddle. He's usually so serious, so melancholy, that I sometimes forget he's still a child. The poor boy. He will leave the manor sooner than rather later. But he's still so young, so fragile. Found some pain pills in the cabinet in Mr. Hamilton's private bathroom. This purchase did not go through his house service. He wants to hide them from us. Rachel is an angel. She made me the prettiest outfit for Christmas Eve. What a pity that so much elegance is wasted on the finery of an old maid. This is a far cry from the grand theaters of Chicago. The good Lord makes the days, and the days are sometimes cruel. Today was cruel to my little Henry. I discovered him, late at night, in the kitchen, cold and in tears of rage. He was shaking. He told me he was certain his father was having an adulterous affair. He is tortured by the thought of telling his mother. I tried to console him, warm him a bowl of hot cocoa. Sometimes I feel like this mansion is haunted. I hear noises in the south wall of Henry's room. Is it rats? Joseph doesn't think it's necessary to check. After all, I'm just a little old woman. The other two servants and I had to search the grounds in the rain in the middle of the night. She was gone again. We found her on the edge of the cliff, her dress and hair soaked, staring into the void. Hamilton refuses to face the truth. He says she is only sleepwalking. Rachel has always been plagued by bouts of melancholy. But what has been happening lately is different. She seems to be giving into it. Dear, dear, dear Henry, this young man never ceases to amaze me. He entrusted me with a reading of his first manuscript, a novel written in French. I was amazed. He integrated our language so naturally. Under his pen, it dances with grace, intelligence, sensitivity. He made me swear to keep it a secret, and I will, but I still want to shout from the rooftops that our Henry was a brilliant writer. How strange that I found Charles' room. I was there completely by chance, looking for a brooch belonging to Rachel. I found Polaroid photos of Joseph, the maintenance man. I often catch him spying on him, whatever is going on between these two. I don't like it. Yeah. Battery again. This place is so massive. What? Oh, okay. I know where I am. Theoretically, I could go down, right? I bet it makes me slide down. I don't exactly want that. Or do I?
Whatever had forced its way through this wall was beyond the wrath of one man or group. Evil had entered through it. An impossible creature had taken over the manor.
Oh, an office key. Nice. And in this room? Wow. I'm pretty impressed by this game, I gotta say. The way everything's lined up for furniture, like that doesn't make any sense. That's weird. Is this Hamilton's office? Where am I? Oh, no. I know where I am. Okay. Yeah. Go back again. I gotta find myself a save point. We're pretty much at that time where we should be considering, ending the episode. But I don't see a fireplace anywhere. Try and remember where to go. I've never been in here. What's this? This is the book that he wrote in French. Wind gusts attributed to the landscape and the escape of the land from the Canadian Shield to the St. Lawrence Valley, a blizzard of voices will rise into a soft, powerful, poetic breeze. The works of Maurice Tremblay and Hector Garna will come together along with a new generation of curious authors to discover one verse at a time. Oh, I guess not. I figured it would have been. Her second diary. Mr. Hamilton can be so cruel sometimes. He found Henry's manuscript. A violent argument broke out between the two, and Mr. Hamilton ended up throwing the manuscript into the fire in front of Henry. They almost came to blows. Objects were broken. Henry packed up and left. Rachel throughout the scene remained strangely impassive with the same disconnected air that was been hers for several months. Henry promised her that he would come and get her out of here as soon as he could. I thought I saw emotion in Rachel's eyes, a fleeting glimmer, which died immediately. I found a bottle of pills in a trash can. It was Prozac. I think it belonged to Rachel. The bottle was full. More Polaroids of Joseph. This is bordering on obsession. These two seem to have a secret. I caught them talking to each other the other day in the woods near the garden. The conversation was tense. My heart aches. Mr. Hamilton has had Henry's room turned into a guest room. He put his business guests in there. All traces of Henry has been erased, as if he had never existed. I wonder where his belongings even are. Probably in the attic. I don't dare go look. I don't know what I'm more afraid of, finding them up there so sadly forgotten, or finding nothing at all. One of the yellow police banners blew away and stuck on the roof of the tower. Joseph still hasn't figured out how to get it unstuck. Every time I look out the window, I see that morbid banner. I managed to be able to write of what happened yet. Henry hasn't been told. I hesitate to write to him. It's not my role. I would be blamed for it. I was there when they pulled her up. Part of me wanted to watch, but I turned away at the last second. I wanted to keep a nice image of Rachel. The rest of the day, we questioned the police and I stuck to my story. We were questioned by the police and we... Okay. Yeah. They didn't question the police, they were questioned by them. The day before, Rachel was not feeling well. In fact, for some time, she had been spending her days in bed, only coming down to walk in the garden. That morning, I found an empty bed. She had vanished in the middle of the night. Again, she wasn't at the cliff, at least, but we couldn't find her. The police think it was an accident. I suppose it is always possible. Only my heart lets me believe something else. Her misfortune was so great here, isolated in the forest, far from all society, her career abandoned, her Henry gone to Quebec. I saw Mr. Hamilton give a few bills to the police officers while he was talking to them in the background. He bought their silence, no doubt. Mr. Hamilton refused to hold a funeral for Rachel. He merely erected a small, very modest seal in the garden. Seems to me strangely like Rachel, very fine, delicate, discreet. I think Mr. Hamilton is ashamed of his wife's suicide. I say now without fear. Rachel committed suicide. There was no point of hiding it. Mr. Hamilton spends his hours isolated in his office or his room in the basement. He eats very little, just works. Is he at least in mourning? The manor seems so empty to me since Rachel left. I miss her feminine presence terribly. Without her, without Henry, the manor has died. It has lost all life. So I'm guessing that Wendigo is either Rachel or Henry. Because in the first game, there was a different Wendigo. Or at least it looked different. I doubt it's the same one. And the Wendigo was the doctor that got wronged by Hamilton as well. And he turned to a Wendigo or something. It was weird. It was different. You know? What's in the bathroom? Yeah, I knew it was going to be a bathroom. It was obvious. Okay. Well, we got a save point, which is good. And I really should be, looks like ending it. I'm trying to think of what we need to do next time. Because, there is a lot of things that we definitely have to do next time, for sure. But here's where we'll be ending our episode. Hope you guys all enjoyed today's episode of Kona 2 Brume. If you guys did, make sure you guys leave a like, leave a comment. Tell me what you think of today's episode, of course. And if you're new to my channel or have been watching me for a little while and you haven't done so, feel free to subscribe to me, MadSquash924, over on YouTube. And don't forget to ring the bell to get notified of my latest videos. On the next episode, there's still more things in the attic to explore. And that's where I'm planning on heading back there next. And I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.